Hey everybody, welcome back to Eternal. This is John again, and we're gonna go run through our league, Enemies at the Gates again. Excuse me. Just as a reminder, our deck is Xenan. You should see a deck list for it over here on the right-hand side of the screen. But let's go ahead and hop back in and see if we can win some more games. We already are down to 5,268th rank, but again, we're only 1-0, so we've got a lot of room to climb up and see if we can get a little lucky. Try to make our way to the top ranks. All in all, I'm seeing a lot of people who are really excited about the sealed format, and they're having a good time with it too. I am interested in streaming at least the ranking games. I don't think I'll record the tiebreaker games. So we'll see how this goes. This sounds pretty alright. I'm going to keep this hand. We can play all the cards in our hand, which is important, and it has our minority sigil color in hand as well. I didn't want to draw that, but we will play this Unseen Agent. There is some value to considering whether to play this agent after the Sarasaur, just to ensure that the Sarasaur is a 4/4 for an extra turn, but I think for the most part I would do this anyways. Ageless Mentor, that's going to be a good card later. We don't have any of our payoffs for Mentor yet in hand. I would love for Mentor to turn this Dune Phantom into a 2/8, but alas, it may not be meant to be. Uh-oh. Recycler. Recycler is annoying. So, this is a 3 Fire Shadow 2/2 that when another unit dies, you make a 3/2 Fix-It weapon with Overwhelm, which is pretty good. We'll play this Shadow Sigil, and we're going to attack with both of our units. They can't block this, and I wasn't expecting them to block here. We'll now play our Initiate and say go. That way we can bait them into attacking and we can just Dune Phantom here. I did consider Outland's Brute. And no attack from the Outland's Brute. Interesting. Also, I did consider playing the Ageless Mentor here, but I feel like we can get better value out of it, especially since we have kind of the board superiority. See, now we have Archive Curator in our hand, so our Ageless Mentor suddenly got real good. I'm going to do these same 2 attacks as I did last time. Obviously, this is now a 3/3, but... And it gives them this Overwhelm, but... C'est la vie. Now let's just play... Well, Do I want to play Aegis Mentor now? Or do I want to play it later? I think I'm just going to play it now. This is some good value to get. I mean, Coaxer is not great to start with, but now it's a 7/4 lifesteal as opposed to a 5/2. Makes it attack through a lot more things. Ooh, they're also playing Justice. Okay. Also, this being a 3/6 flyer is going to be really annoying for our opponent. Frontier Confessor. What are you silencing? Yeah, the unblockable? That's fair. Ooh, Striking Snake Formation. That was a good find. So now I guess, well, I can't play it yet. I'm missing Double Time, which is awkward, but manageable. I know there's nothing I want to silence right now, so I'm just going to play this Coaxer and say go. I could attack with the Aegis Mentor, but I can just eat this Recycler if they decide to attack with it. I mean, I guess I could also just decide to play the Fix-It on Frontier Confessor. Make it a 6/4. Overwhelm? They didn't, though. Wonder what they're planning here. Well, I have access to Striking Snake Formation, but I don't know if I want to use it. They have so many cards in hand, too. It's annoying. I think I just say go here. Like... SSF is very good at clearing boards. But if they have a pump spell or anything, then that's going to be bad. Lurking Sanguar. That's a powerful card. Are you going to play your Fix-It on it? Fix It does cost 2. Yeah, you are. Alright. So now I also have a 7-4. Or you have a 7-4. However, yours is definitely going to get silenced. Alright, so now we have a decision where we can play our Striking Snake formation, but how good is it? If I Striking Snake formation, I could get a 3-for-1 here. Eat this, eat that. That seems pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So, hit you. Hit you. I also feel like this is a fine play because thanks to the fact that we have a Luminar Claimer in the deck, that we could just get all these things back. So I'm not too afraid of running that out there right now. Archiport Stranger is fine, but unexciting. We'll attack with the team. Entrapment, sure. That was also a card we got to avoid last turn. Or 2 turns ago when we didn't Striking Snake formation. Because Entrapment would get us there. Ooh, they're playing a Crest of Impulse. I'm not huge on playing off-color crests in Limited, but I understand the rationale behind it. And here's a board state where if we had played our Accelerated Impact, it would be so much cooler. Alright, Cryptic Etchings is cool. Let's go ahead and see what we got on top. Bellower. I'll keep Bellower. Bellower actually does things, so... Like, we can play Bellower and trade with Stranger, and then suddenly all these guys get buffed. Well, we're blocking, so... Gorger. Well, Gorger's annoying, but... Gorger's not impossible to deal with. Sigil, we do not want Sigil. Let's attack, and then play Bellower. Say go. Also, we can take a few hits from this Gorger if we want. I mean, we don't want to, but we can. Also, while yes, Cryptic Etchings is really bad in Draft, and Sealed, its value goes up exponentially, I feel. Ooh, that is not kind, opponent. And an endurance unit. Well, I don't want to take 12, so I'm going to block. That is annoying, but we do get some better blocks next turn. Alright, let's Etchings real fast. Augury. I'll keep Augury on top, mainly because it gains us life. Then I'll attack for 2, play Trailmaker, make a Time Influence, and say go. You have double Stone Scar Sawed Off. That is interesting. Well, I will chump with our Trailmaker. I guess there's an argument for not blocking there. Alright, let's start with Xenan Augury. We find Unseen Agent. Okay. Let's Etchings real quick. I'll keep Behemoth on top, mainly because Behemoth is pretty spicy there. Play Agent, attack for 2, say go. They're dead on our next turn, thanks to just Archive Curator, but if they have attack, and they can't get rid of this Bellower, Outland's Brute, sure. You can't deal 33 to me. I'm just gonna make that block. And now I have 2 lethal threats, and you have 1 card in hand. I think you have to. Oh yeah, Slay. Okay, you would have had to have had literally Harsh Rule there to win, or to stabilize at least. And then we were drawing Belching Behemoth. Yeah. All right, that one went pretty well. Turns out that Flyers tend to win games. Flyers still very good in, or Evasion is still very good in digital card games, or even card games in general. So. Happy with how that went. 2-0. Let's see if we can keep running it up a little bit. I don't think there were any big areas where we misplayed terribly there. I mean, running into the entrapment was awkward. Probably should have played around that, but we were so far ahead that I don't mind running them low on some resources. Okay, this hand is interesting. It's got our 2-drop, and we can play our 4-drop immediately after that. And we're on the play, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I'm also going to lead on, or given the chance, I'm going to go Trailmaker into Xenan Fanatic. Because we don't have any life gain source for Premonition Wisp. So Trailmaker's going to make a Shadow, say go. Also, we have one of our biggest bombs in Champion of Mystery in our hand. Alright, so I don't know what they could have, but I'm just going to, be safe and play our 3-1 first. There are a lot of cards that can blow us out here, like Plague would be really awkward. And a Shadow deck would definitely play Plague. Ooh, Ashara. Ashara is also awkward. I'm going to attack with our Fanatic, I think. Well, Do I care about trading, taking 3 here? Probably not. They're probably not going to trade anyways, so it's almost like free damage. And then again there, I'm just going to play our 1/5 flyer. He's a really good blocker. Doesn't block Ashara very well. But it does block other things really, really well. Yeah, no blocks. We're gonna take our medicine here. Alright, with your etchings. Okay. Alright. So I don't want to trade my Xenan Fanatic for this Grenadin, although I'm getting the feeling that they're gonna attack with both of these to make Ashara be 7 power. So we're just gonna attack for 1 in the air. And then etchings, and we'll scout. Unseen Agent. Do I want an Unseen Agent? I think I do want Unseen Agent. I think I do. I think an Unseen Agent is probably just going to be a chump blocker here, but... So this is going to die regardless, and I'm going to be taking 4 when it dies, so I'm just not going to block. Our opponent did it with dealing a bunch of damage this turn. Oh, they have their own Unseen Agent. That does make Ashara much better. Drew Sigil. Alright, well let's scout. Bellower. I don't think we want Bellower here. Well, actually, hold on. Bellower would be a proc off of blocking Ashara. So yeah, I like Bellower here. Well, I'm not blocking this anyway, so the question is, am I blocking Ashara? And I think I'm going to throw Trailmaker under the bus, so we're going to attack with these dudes. And then play our own Unseen Agent and say go. I want to represent some fast spells. Probably could have played Premonition Wisp out as well as an extra potential blocker for Ashara, but our opponent has definitely found an interesting line, or an interesting deck, building around Ashara. Only the 1 attack. So, what could they have? They can have double Rapid Shot, but that's very unlikely. No box. Yeah, I didn't think they would have double Rapid Shot or whatever. I'm much more interested in chumping this or trading for this if they actually have something interesting. Alright. Soul Collector. Soul Collector is super good. Well, I think I now want to leave back our Fanatic. And I would like to draw cards. So, well let's hit for 1, because this attack is free. And then I think we're playing Bellower and Collector. This way we can get Collector to grow a little bit. And also kind of eventually chump something and gain a bunch of life. I think I have Obliterate here because they found their second fire and we're dead. Uh-oh. That's less than good. Do they have another pump spell on this? Nope. Alright, we go to 1. It is no longer night. However, I think we're just dead now because They have a 5/2 unblockable. Yeah, that wouldn't do it. So they're at 12. How much damage can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? We can deal 10. So if we actually had played out the Premonition Wisp a few turns ago, we would have potentially had lethal. That's awkward. That is awkward. Huh. So I guess the line here is hope our opponent has a makes a misplay and plays around something that we don't have. Oh, they decided to not play. They decided to play around things. In a way, I kind of hoped they didn't. But let's see if they just suddenly forget everything. Play around something like banish. Oh no, they just make it night. All right, so I have opinions about this. Well, if they were worried about banish, I guess they didn't want to attack, but just make me have it. Like, if you have the night card anyways, then just play it regardless. Like, you had me in lethal on board, you could just attack instead of killing me with night damage. Oh well, I don't know. We could have potentially had lethal that turn, but it doesn't matter. This hand's bad, we're going to redraw. This hand is not much better. I would like a... Hey, there it is. Time Sigil. So, I think we're going to lead with this Wisp so that we can then sack it to Thorn Beast to make a 5/5. Or we want to go Wisp into Soul Collector. Ooh, Eastwind Herald. That's a good card. Well, we have our two best cards in hand now. So, let's see. Let's see how this game progresses. Frostkin. Well, Frostkin's awkward, but can't really do anything there. So we'll Sigil into Soul Collector. So actually, here's an interesting line. So I could chump with Soul Collector. Oh, well, so I can't chump anymore. So a line that I thought about was chumping with Soul Collector so that I could then, what's the word? I make a 4/4 off of Premonition Wisp. Although I think here what I'm going to do is actually make a slightly better play than I was considering last time. And that is going to be gaining a health. So we make a 4/4, and then we also make a 5/5 off of Thorn Beast. And then now, next turn, our Striking Snake formation is actually pretty legitimately good. It does depend on how this turn pans out. Like, okay, so Roosting Owl. That is awkward. Alright, so we have Belching Behemoth in hand. Does this make me want to wait on the Striking Snake formation until I can land Lumen Reclaimer? Or do I want to trade off this Premonition Wisp so that I could then later trigger it with Lumen Reclaimer? I do think getting a Lumen Reclaimer with Killer is pretty high value. So we're going to attack with our units that can attack. And then play our Lumen Reclaimer and just shuffle our Soul Collector into our deck again. And then now, next turn, we have some pretty good Striking Snake formations, unless there was literally a unit on top of their deck that got plus... Ooh, like, an Aerialist Trainer. That's probably one of the worst things that they could have found. And to Permafrost on the Reclaimer. Well, that's also awkward. So now where does this leave us? So I could Snake Formation. And then I can do what? I can kill the Frostkin and the Eastwind Herald and leave them with a 5/10? Then I follow up with Etchings, and then next turn hopefully draw a power so I can land a Behemoth so I can at least block this. They do have 2 power-ups, so they could have like an Unseal or a Negate. Do I care about those, though? Because I'm not sure that I do. I think I still like that. I think we're going to Snake Formation. We're going to kill the Dural's Frostkin. And then also kill the 2/4 flyer. And then play Etchings and say go. We take a buttload of damage this turn. From the... Oh, they're leaving the 5/10 back. Okay. That's also fair. But we're just going to gain a bunch of life and say go. Now we have much better blocks on this 5/10, and we just have to find an answer to the Roosting Owl. Darkveil Agent is annoying. So we can give one of our units deadly, but that's not what we want right now. Xenan Fanatic does not help in this situation. Also, due to how much power we've drawn, our Champion of Mystery is going to be unblockable, which is nice. I'll just say go here. These dudes are going to gain Aegis, which is annoying, but not unbeatable. Yeah, we're going to take our licks. Start the turn. Well, Dune Phantom helps a ton. I do like Curator. I'm going to keep Curator on top. And we'll just say go again. Yeah, now we have a blocker for your 2/3 flyer, which is fine. It's like fine.deck. And now we're in a detente. Let's scout first. I will take Tower Top Patrol. And I think I'm just gonna... Well, I have their 2/3 on lockdown, so I'm just gonna say go. They're bound to have a better unit that I can silence. I also I don't think I'll need to pop these Aegises, but we'll see. I also wonder what's in their hand. Like, is it all power? Like, what's going on over here? I wonder. Doing nothing, sure. Well, let's scout again. Power doesn't help me. Play our Tower Top Patrol, say go. Got a 12-turn clock now, buddy. Meditation Trainer. Okay. You're annoying. Your units with 2 or more battle skills have +1/+1. I don't think this card's very good. And thankfully they don't have anything with 2 battle skills yet. So let's Cryptic Etchings. Sigil to the bottom. And I think I'm going to Curator your 1/5. Ooh, do you have a response? Nothing that matters. Okay, good to know. So they have a fast spell in hand. I'm going to assume it's a pump spell, like something like Strength of the Mini or Finest Hour. Could also be Wisdom of the Elders, but if they had a Wisdom of the Elders, they would have played it already. Mark of Shame. Sure. That's fine. That's not what I wanted to draw at all. Cryptic Etchings. Initiate. Initiate is not good here. I will play out our Umbran Coaxer, however. It's pretty alright. Static Bolt on... Yep, that's fair. That is fair. Alright, deck. Let's cooperate. Dark Wisp is fine. Let's... Actually, Champion would be a really good top deck. If we can find our champion. Treasury Guard does nothing. Let's scout. Cover of Darkness. I do like Cover of Darkness. That actually could be relevant here later. Oh, you blocked it? I'm actually impressed you did. Alright. So we'll play our Sigil. Now, what this should mean is if we go Cover of Darkness, we can cover the Behemoth and the Thorn Beast, and then they die on their upkeep or on their draw step to night damage. But let's scout just to be complete. I do like Sarasar. So now let's see, do they have Negate or do they have Unseal? This kills them otherwise. And there we go. All right. Got there. 3 and 1. Again, I mean, that second game, I feel like we could have done a little bit of a better job. But at the end of the day, I'm not too upset about it. That game was good, though. That was a really, really close game. Our first match in the previous video was also really interesting, because it was very much an aggro deck, which you don't see a lot of in Sealed. This hand is great, so I'm going to keep it, especially on the play. This hand's absurd. We're going to lead with the Bellower, though, over the Unseen Agent, because I want to be able to play the Agent and then attack with the Bellower to try to make the Agent a 2-1, unblockable. Okay, Elysian Banner. That's going to be nice later. We have 5 power, so we can play this on 5. That's good. Scaly Gron. Well, here's my Unseen Agent. Do you want to give me a 2-1 unblockable? You're going to give me a 2-1 unblockable. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Primal does have some ability to deal damage to units, so Snow Fort. Well, I am no longer really afraid of our opponent. Snow Fort is not that great of a card. So the question now is, do I lead with Augury or Trailmaker? I think I'm going to lead with Trailmaker, only to kind of help push our time influence up in case we draw Champion of Mystery. I'm not attacking into them by any means. Oh, they had Kyrex. Well, at least the Kyrex traded for the Unseen Agent there. Ooh. Alright, so I could here Ageless Mentor the Wasteland Diffuser, but I'm going to Augury instead. Because, look, we now found Luminar Claimer. And so now our Luminar Claimer is going to be a 6/6 thanks to Ageless Mentor. So now we'll have a 4/8 and a 6/6, which beat the 1/5. I guess I don't necessarily beat a 6/6, but they're pretty good. So yeah, we're going to Ageless Mentor. And then we're going to go ahead and Luminar Claimer our Void. And say go. Now, Luminar Claimer disincentivizes them from attacking unless they have a silence effect, which they're playing time, they could. But they have Archaeologist, sure. And they have nothing. Well, let's play the Infuser. Alright, so we have a... So this means that we have an actual card on top of our deck. And we're just going to say go here. Our 4/8 does hold back their 6/6. Oh, First Watch? Okay, that's whatever. And top card is also not a power. Well, let's find out what that card is. That is a Tower Top Patrol, which I will keep. I guess we could attack here with Luminar Claimer. I think I'm just going to say go. I could attack with Luminar Claimer. The best they could do is trade here, I guess. Or they have Ancient Bauble. I really don't care about Bauble that much. Into Bang Sarasar. Still don't really care about Bang Sarasar. Tower Top Patrol, Power. Still no power card on top. I'm mystified? That's not the right word. 06 does nothing here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack now, see what they do. Alright, that's what I figured they were going to do. But, I mean, we have a 4-8 to block with. It hasn't really given us any value yet, but it's been night very frequently, so. Also now our Champion of Mystery is going to be able to draw cards when it hits them. We're only 2 shadow away. Thunderhoof Warrior, that's a good card. Unseen Agent. Alright, let's etchings real quick. Viper's Bite. I think I'm gonna like Viper's Bite. They didn't block last time. Will they block this time? I don't think they will. Worst comes to worst, I eat their 3/4 Overwhelm. Yeah. Here's Agent, say go. Also, we can eventually set up a board state like we did in the last game with Cover of Darkness to try and try to kind of sneak past this board stall here. I mean, the Ancient Bauble is going to be annoying, but it's not the end of the world here. Could have also technically got in with our Tower Top Patrol, but I'm not too worried. So I don't know what's in their hand, but I know that they have the option of making their Thunderhoof Warrior a 5/7, or a 5/6, excuse me, and gaining a life. I don't know what that does for them. It doesn't really advance their game plan at all. Ah, Stampede Driver. That's pretty good. So they're going to pitch a card and probably make an 8/8 Overwhelm? I'm assuming? I mean, they could also make a 6/7 Overwhelm, but making an 8/8 Overwhelm seems better. Pitch Groundbreaker. They pitch it because they wouldn't be able to spark it? That seems a little loose. I'm not going to block this. I'm going to take 8. It's going to be, like, in the long run, I think this is going to be fine. Because all this means now is I'm just never attacking with my Lumen Reclaimer ever again. Hey, there he is. The champ is here. The champ is here. Ah, Insistent Automaton. Okay, I don't know why our opponent decided to give us the GGs. Because this game isn't over yet. Unless they have something that I'm going to be very surprised at. I'll keep Automaton on top. I'll play Sigil. I don't think I'm blocking with this Unseen Agent, so I'm going to attack with it. And we're going to fight. Now, I could also play our Champion of Mystery, but I want to leave up Viper's Bite. And the off chance that I need to trade with something. So let's see what our opponent, our opponent thinks that it's GG's. Okay, so they had Cloud of Ash. Yeah, that'll do it. That's what I thought was in their hand, but I literally didn't have any outs to Cloud of Ash, so. Also, it's not like blocking, like, I could have blocked with the Waystone Infuser there and saved 8, and I would have still been exactly lethal, so. Oh well. It is hard to beat Cloud of Ash. In best of 1 games like Eternal, very swingy effects, or even in Sealed, Cloud of Ash gets a lot of value because it's able to win out of nowhere like that, so. Oh well. 3 and 2 is fine. Let's keep going. Yeah, the only way to really beat a Cloud of Ash is to have endurance units, which we don't really have. This hand's terrible. Let's redraw. This hand is worse. I don't think that we could have had a hand worse than that. I guess technically I should have kept it because of Cryptic Etchings, but I do want to be able to do things, or attempt to do things early. Like, this hand is better in that regard because we have Baying Sarasaur. Oh yeah, this doesn't get much better than the previous hand would have gone, potentially. Ooh. Nothings? I wonder why they're doing nothing. Well, I mean, attacking for 4 is pretty free there, and I could play this Initiate of the Sands, but it doesn't really do anything here, so I'm just going to play this Tower Top Patrol instead. The 1/5 flyer tends to be very strong. Ah, so there are 3 factions. Interesting. Alright. And they have a 3/5. Well, I'm only going to attack for 1, because I'm not stupid. And then we'll play Initiate and say go. Initiate does let us get closer to potentially playing this belching behemoth. Alright, so they appear to just be kind of doing the sentinel thing. I'll go ahead and attack for 1 in the air. And we'll play Premonition, Wisp, and say go. Maybe we can find an augury? Talir's Intervention. Silencing our 2/2, sure. There are better things for you to silence, but I do not blame you for silencing the Premonition Wisp. Like, I guess insistent automaton shenanigans, potentially, but we're just going to attack. And then we're going to pick up our Ceresaur so that we can replay it and get more night triggers, which is going to be fine. Also, a 4/5 blocks their team pretty well. And I guess if they play a Relic, then suddenly the Wandering Forest becomes a problem, but... Oh, hey! I know you. Alright, so let's play Ceresaur into Etchings. I'm just going to say go. They have a faster clock on me than I do on them, so... This is fine. Another Bang Ceresaur. Interesting. Interesting. I think I want to play this Infuser, see if the top card's power, which it is. Haha. We got there. And then we're going to use Etchings. Trailmaker. Do I want Trailmaker? I don't think I want Trailmaker. And then I'll say go. Well, I also didn't want to draw a Sigil, I suppose, but... Sky Terror. Well, that is a card... Oh my. Oh my. Well, that is a rare. A very good one at that. And they managed to get a activation out of it. So. Now, why would you make this attack? This attack is very suspicious. Like, of all the potential signalings of, hey, guess what I have? That's pretty up there. We pretty much have to silence the Sky Terror now because no. So I guess the next question is, do I Ceresaur or do I Scout? And I think I want a Ceresaur. Having double Ceresaur sets up for a way better Striking Snake formation turn. Although our Striking Snake formation isn't going to be insane. It'll be fine. It's not going to be insane. Alright, so Silverwing. Alright, Silverwing makes our attempt at being, at going really big kind of worse. We'll take 7 this time. I guess, well actually, Oh no, we can do way better. Okay, hold on. So we can... Striking Snake formation now. They have 6 power. They have 6 power up and 3 cards. I guess the question is, how do we split up our strikes? Or is it better just to play Behemoth this turn and then do a slightly worse Striking Snake formation the next turn? I think I do that. It gives us a little bit of buffer on life total. It gives us a direct trade for this Sky Terror, who's going to be annoying. There's no bones about it. But then also our Striking Snake formation just gets absurd. Alright. But now they have all their power up too, which is awkward. So let's Etchings. I don't want to see a Time Sigil. Then let's play Agent into Coaxer. And now our Striking Snake formation is a little insane. Is much better this time. They have double Silverwing Avenger? That is annoying, but I mean, I don't blame you for having both of those. So now now we get to go ham, because I get to play Soul Collector here. And then I get to play Striking Snake formation. Now, what is your response? Nothing. You have no responses. Alrighty then. So, first up, eat your 3/3. Next, eat your 3/2. And then just concede. Okay, yeah, this game was going out of hand real fast. Striking Snake formation is a bomb. Alright, yeah, so that was good. Yeah, and Sealed, the big thing to remember is that everyone is going to be playing their bombs. Everyone. It doesn't matter who they are, how good at Eternal they are, or whatever. They're always going to play their bombs. Like we saw that in the previous game with Cloud of Ash. That is a bomb-worthy card, even though I'm a little miffed at it. This hand's fine, I'm going to keep it. And then there, we had such a huge board that we were going to make so many favorable trades that it made their Sky Terror plus Killer Xenan Initiation a little worse. This is awkward for us, especially if they get to follow up with another Gunslinger. I mean, tribal decks tend to suffer a little bit in Sealed, only because you don't know how many of each thing you're going to get. But we'll see. Like, they can follow up with a Whirling Duo here, or Unpredictable Outlaw as well. Which is a little awkward, but yeah, whatever. Initiate's fine. Cover is also fine. We're not blocking, so we're going to attack and play Sarasar. This may be a chance where we're on the play, but we're on the back foot the whole time because they were able to go 1-drop. They were able to go 1-drop, 2-drop, whereas we had to go 2-drop, 3-drop. But we'll see. Rabble Rouser. Rabble Rouser's awkward, but I don't blame them for this attack. I'm not blocking this attack, though. You can't make me. Umbran Coaxer. Actually, Coaxer may be, like, secretly insane in this matchup. Because I could just play it as a 5-2 gain 5. We're still not blocking. So we're just going to attack. Alright, and then I'm going to put up a little bit of shields and play a 1-5. Sure, we're taking 4 going to 10, but then we follow up with an Umbran Coaxer, and I think that might, if it doesn't slam the door, like if they don't have removal spell, obviously, like your opponents are going to be playing their removal spells, and they're in Rakano, so not only do they have potential silence effects, but they also have the ability to, just burn like torch or whatever. Also, I don't think it matters what I block here, so I just blocked the Rabble Rouser. They have Rampage. Okay, sure. That's fine. That's an extra damage that I wasn't taking later, which is good. Which is good to have. Well, now I don't feel like I want to attack. I don't think I'm blocking with my Unseen Agent, though. Well, Well, let's play around what we can. Let's play around like Stonescar Sawed Off or whatever. And I'm totally fine trading off this Umbran Coaxer. Depending on what our opponent does. Hellfire Oni. Okay, well that's not a card that I care about too much. I mean, I care about it, but just you? I will gladly make this trade. Because I need a little bit of buffer in my life total, so I don't mind doing that. Alright, and then I think we just go Sarasar, Initiate, go. I mean, Hellfire Oni is potentially problematic, depending on what they have. Uh-oh. That is also awkward. They've got some synergies going on right here. Smith's Hammer. Ooh, wow. So they just turned Smith's Hammer into 2 power, draw 2, make a 7/3 overwhelm. That's pretty good. And a Fearless Nomad. So... yeah, I can't take all this damage. It's not lethal, but I can't just take all this. I can't just take all this to the face. My best draw is either Champion of Mystery or Belching Behemoth. Xenan Fanatic is not it. Champion of Mystery. Alright, so let's see. Does a 7/7 stabilize the board here? It possibly can. We'll see. Again, their Injustice. Oh, great! They have a flyer. That was not part of the plan. Do I have Archive Curator still? I do still have Archive Curator. That's also awkward. Well, they're 2 turns away from activating this, which is nice. So I think I just got to do this. Need to draw an answer to this Pouncing Drake. Oh, so I'm dead then. Okay. Well, that's awkward, but oh well. Yeah, it turns out it is hard to deal with flyers. And I didn't draw the right cards to deal with flyers. Oh well. Yeah, that was rough. That was a little rough. I don't mind 4 and 3. I felt our deck was maybe a little bit better than that, but we'll see. Alright, so right now we're in line for a premium, rare, and 6 packs, which is fine. Let's see if we can finish out this league strong. Going up against Gozu. Well, this hand is literally unplayable. See what our redraw looks like. And our redraw is pretty nice. We get to hold on to this Ageless Mentor until we find a relevant card. Spider's annoying, but Spider is beatable. We have silence effects, and we have a lot of small units anyways, so... Oh, hey, it's the mirror match. Kind of. They're playing Piercing Grief. Which I guess, depending on what their deck's trying to do, is fine. Alright, so we have an interesting decision point here. We can lead on Dark Wisp and present a trade for the Direfang Spider. And then next turn, Ravenous Thornbeast eat it, make a 5/5. Which was going to make this Direfang Spider stay back on defense a little longer. We can also play this Trailmaker and set up for a 2/2 drop turn the next turn. I think that's what I'm going to do. And Trailmaker is going to make time because we have a second Shadow Influence, but we don't have a second Time Influence. And Time being the heavier portion of our deck, and also lets us cast Striking Snake Formation. And like this is also, like, they're going to attack with their Direfang Spider, and we're not going to block. Like, I'm not trading my Trailmaker, my 2/1, for your 1/1 Deadly. So Automaton is an interesting draw for numerous reasons. Now, there are maybe a few cards that I have to worry about here from our opponent's side. Like, they could have Scorpion Wasp or whatever. But again, I don't think they're going to trade a Scorpion Wasp for a Trailmaker. So we're going to attack. Yeah, that's what I thought. Then we'll play Dark Wisp, and we'll play Unseen Agent. And say go. Now, a funny thing is that because we have Ageless Mentor and we drew our Insistent Automaton, they had Refresh. Interesting. Well, Refresh makes this Direfang Spider infinitely more annoying, because now it's a 1/5. I mean, we can still deal with it, but it's just going to be, again, annoying. However, Curator, what are you silencing? What are you silencing? You have 3 decent options. Okay, stop the unblockable one. Fair. Double Sarasar. Sorry, my point that I was getting at before our opponent rudely interrupted us, I should say, is I could Ageless Mentor, buff the Automaton, play the Automaton, pick up the Mentor. I think this turn I'm just going to Thorn Beast away the Wisp. Let's just draw another card. And we find a power, which is nice. Sets us up for next turn a little bit better. Also, may having a 5/5 guarantees that the spider's going to stay home. Like, unless they have hard removal. Oh, they're just going to play a 4/6. Well, I got answers for 4/6s. Also, I'm surprised they didn't attack with the Curator there. We're going to play Etchings into Sarasar and just say go here. We're pretty much at parity here, and this Cryptic Etchings could kind of eke us out of this parity situation and try to get us ahead. Also, I want to find another 4+ unit so that our Ageless Mentor can buff more things than just an Assistant Automaton. Uh-oh. That was not what I wanted to see. Scourstone Sentinel. It's a 7/8. That is a very, very large boy. So how are we going to deal with a 7/8? So I think I'm going to use the line that I mentioned previously of Ageless Mentor, pick it up with Assistant Automaton, because we're also buffing this Lumen Reclaimer. So we're going to play Ageless Mentor. Now the next question is, do I buff something else? And I think the answer is going to be no, because I think I'm going to play this or the question is, I guess, is do I scout? And I think the answer is no. I'm going to play this Initiative of the Sands with the intent of trading a lot of things for this Scourstone Sentinel. Because my deck doesn't actually have a ton of answers. Like, we don't really have a lot of hard removal that this Scourstone Sentinel is going to be good against. Also, added bonus, this way we get to cycle a bunch of other things back into our deck, thanks to this Lumen Reclaimer. Alright, and they didn't have any removal, which is nice. They get to kill our whole board, but because we had pretty square stats kind of across the board. Yep, taken 1, which is fine. Into Pathfinder, who's not the best at 7 time, but we'll see. Okay, so now, how do we want to proceed? I think the way I want to proceed is play Automaton, pick up Ageless Mentor, and hold up our Dune Phantom. Because now we have Dune Phantom to block the Archive Curator. And they drew an echoed card, and I'm going to only assume that it's mediocre. Oh, that's not mediocre. That's like actually insane. Granted, they can't go as all in on like Bone Picker as they probably could otherwise, but Shadowlands Bone Picker is a pretty silly card. Like Bone Picker can get out of hand real fast. Like really fast. Oh boy. Okay. So now what do we do? So I think I'm going to go Mentor, Bellower, Etchings, Sigil, not what I want to see. Say go. It's going to take them a while to get this Shadowlands Bone Picker up to a large enough size to matter. Okay, so we have a 5/4. Thankfully, we still have a bunch of things that can deal with a 5/4. Augury's pretty good. So now what do we do? I kind of want this Ageless Mentor and our Bellower to die so that we can Reclaimer them. Well, let's attack with the Bellower, see if they let it through. I'm guessing they don't. Like, they have so many free blocks on it that it's kind of silly not to. It does present a lot of power, but I think they're going to be fine taking... They could be fine taking 2, in which case I'm fine with that. Or they can trade their Belor for my Belor, but... They were smarter than that. So then in that case, let's Reclaimer our Void. And then play Sarasar and say go. Alright, you find your Piercing Grief. Piercing Grief doesn't really do anything on this board. Thankfully, it doesn't do much on this board. The bad news is they have probably one of the best mana sinks or power sinks in the game in their Shadowlands Bone Picker. Alright, so let's see. How do we... Alright, so they're going to play a Bone Picker and they're going to buff it. Okay. So they're going to diversify their threats. I will eat... him. I'm not going to take any damage. Alright. Sigil into... Sigil. Well, that was less than good. So let's... Augury. Striking Snake Formation. Alright, that was probably the best draw that we could have had. The bad news is that we can't play it this turn. So I think we have to scout... Agent. Is Agent good here? Agent's pretty good here, actually, so I'm going to keep Agent. And then say go. Okay. So now... Oh man, we've got a lot of things that we got to get... That got to go right this turn. A lot of things. Alright, so you have an Excavator. Sure, you have a 2/3 flyer. And then you pump a dude. Sure. Agent. Okay. So we play Agent. And they're tapped out, right? Okay. So I think it's not going to get better than this right now. So we're going to go ahead and Striking Snake Formation thing. Everything. So, now then. Let the fun begin. Eat your... Or, not eat, but bop your Direfang Spider. Buff the Dorks. Trade for, no. Eat Bone Picker. Eat Bone Picker. Eat, or not eat, but actually, how do I want to do this? Let's see here. Eat the 2/3. Trade for a 3/3. Trade for a spider. Then bop you. Say go. I would have played the power there and scouted, but I think that this is better. Sure, it's still going to be nighttime. But this board is much cleaner, if I do say so myself. This board is so much nicer. Put a Jackknife on it, eh? I'll chump. That's fine. And then we draw a Belching Behemoth. Well. And we'll just attack for one in the air because we can. And then we'll scout. Put a Sigil to the bottom, say go. I would like this to die, though. Unless they draw Silence. Silence would make me sad, but I also just have a 9/8. Which I'm not sure how you beat a 9/8. So Acolyte's going to make it well, actually, that's an interesting decision. Do you shrink the 7/7? Do you shrink the 1/6? Do you shrink the 3/2? Okay, so you shrink the flyer. That's smart. That's fair. I do not blame you for that decision. Sigil, sigil. Well, let's see. Let's attack with a 9-8. You can take 9. Alright, so you're going to block there. Sure. So your dudes all get 1 more power. Which is fine. All fine and good. And then I'll play a Belching Behemoth and say go. Bring more beef. Again, they're playing time. They could have a silence effect for this Luminar Claimer. Oh, inspire it. They're going to Inspire Obedience it. Which is going to be hilarious now that there's 4 more 9-8 Luminar Claimers with Killer in my deck. Alright, so now you are swinging with the team. I'll just do this, because I don't really care. I have the inevitability. Alright, what's on top of our deck? It's an Archive Curator, that's fine. Play this, attack, because I can just block. If they trade, whatever. Yeah, does not matter. Say go. Now with this Cryptic Etchings, our top decks are just going to be way more live than our opponents are. Scout real quick. Luminar Claimer, I will keep Luminar Claimer on top. I'll go ahead and silence that. I don't want you to do any Life Force shenanigans. I haven't seen many from your deck anyways. But you never know. Amethyst. Another Amethyst Acolyte. Oh, that's pretty good. Well, hold on. Well, actually, no. I don't want to do this. I want to do this first. Shuffle our Void. Kill your 2/1. I think our opponent has seen the futility of their game plan. And then we're gonna Etchings. I'll keep Aelir's Mentor on top. Now this time I can just hold this Ageless Mentor until something reasonable comes off the top. And our deck still has 4 Ageless or 4 Luminar Claimers in it. Hey look! Predatory Carnosaur. Predatory Carnosaur is pretty much a bomb. We're obviously blocking, come on. Alchemical Blast, sure. Sure. You did it, opponent. You did it. I'll keep Tower Top Patrol on top. It's a creature that can get bigger with Ageless Mentor. I will say that this what we're doing right now is all I wanted to do, period. Unseen Agent. The silenced one. I'll put that one on the bottom. I don't need that right now. Do I want to get greedy? No, I won't be that greedy. I'll go ahead and buff this. Eat your 1/2. Attack for 9. And then play a 3/7. Say go. Yeah, our opponent was not winning that game. Not for that position, at least. Whew, man. We've had some nail biters, and we've had some really, really good games. We got 2 more leaderboard games. Let's see if we can get to 7-3. I have a good feeling that we can get there. Also, this way you're not waiting forever for another one. Wait, we're playing against Twitch? I didn't know Twitch had an account. We're going first. This hand's pretty good. I'm going to keep it. I mean, it has some of our lower impact cards in hand, but it's got Unseen Agent to get us a little bit more card velocity. It's got Cryptic Etchings to improve our top decks. Our opponent has an Echo card in hand, which is going to be awkward, but I don't mind it. Thornbeast there is a pretty good draw. Let's see what our opponent has up their sleeve. See, this is another... Nope, they're on Combre. Into nothing. Well, we drew Champion of Mystery again, which is pretty good for us. I don't feel like I want to play this Thornbeast yet. I'm just going to play Etchings and say go. Because also next turn, if we draw a Shadow Influence, we can set up subsequent turns of Soul Collector into Thorn Beast. 3-3? I can't beat a 3-3. I mean, that's a lie. I can beat a 3-3. I'll just play a 1-4 flyer instead. Or 1-5, excuse me. Its ability is relevant, but I'm not too afraid of it right now. Crownwatch Legionnaire. And Lucky Prospector. Well, this is a card that I'm going to find incredibly annoying. Let's Etchings, see what we get. Bellower. I don't think I want Bellower right now. I think I want to find Shadow. And here's a time where I definitely feel like I want to get rid of this Unseen Agent to make a 5-5. Because this Crownwatch Legionnaire is going to be very annoying. Oh, and their Echo is Twin-Brood Sauropod? Well, that's not nice at all. This is also a much better top deck than I was expecting. So now I think I just silence your 1-1 and say go. The fact that they have another one in hand too, and this card's so good. Why couldn't we have gotten one of these? Also, if we draw a power, we get to play a 7/7 for 7 or a 7/7 for 6. Hey, Shadow Sigil even. Yeah, we're just gonna play our 7/7. Flight Lieutenant. Oh no. Oh no. Well, it's Etchings first. Sarasaur. Don't want Sarasaur. I think I'm just going to play the Soul Collector and say go. Because this card's a bomb. Or it can be very bomby, especially in Sealed. Like, yeah, look at this. Suddenly, everything flies. Jesus Christ, man. Alright. Alrighty then. So, we're going to chump and block. That way we get a little bit extra value off of our Soul Collector. But, it is, into Lumen Reclaimer? Or Lumen Defender, excuse me? Come on. Alright, so they're at 27. Let's see what our Etchings finds us. Belching Behemoth. Doesn't help me if I can't... It doesn't help me right now. I mean, it kind of does. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll see. Alright, just don't have another power card in hand, is all I'm asking. Okay, no. So we are very, very, very dead. Like, we were dead even before you played the Minotaur Duelist. I mean, I appreciate it, but man. Yeah, no, it can't be that card. Can I sneak Sandstorm Titan into my deck before this match started, please? No? Okay. Alright. So we're 5-4 with one more game to go. Let's see if we can get to 6-4. Let's see if we can't get a winning record. One step, one kill? Sure. Let's see if we can get a game like Game 8 was. Oh, this hand's good. This hand is great. Good hand is good. We get to go Trailmaker on 2. We can turn 3 Xenan Augury. But yeah, that last game is pretty much why I did overvalue Flight Lieutenant when I first read it. In my first ever kind of iteration into Eternal, but man, it was very good there. Really, the naturals? How lucky. Alright, let's see. Into Marshall. Alright, that's not good. I think I have to play double 2-drop now. If only to kind of stem the bleeding a bit. Let's see how they go from here. Oh, they had a revolver. Well, that's not good. So stun Bellower, sure. And then swear revenge on it? I don't know why they did the swear revenge play there. I mean, I understand it. I get it. But that doesn't tell me why you did it there. Well, here, we're going to have a lot of fun. You know. So that Bellor represented 7 damage, which is nice. Now, depending on what they play here, Final Shot Rioter with Deadly. That's awkward. And you're just going to swing with the 5/5. No blocks. I'll take 5. I don't like it, but I'm taking my 5. Champion of Mystery. Okay. Okay, so now what's better? Is it going to be better to Soul Collector into killing Striking Snake formation, or is it going to be better to Champion? I think it's better to Soul Collector. So now... man, this is going to be close? I don't think so. Yeah, we're going to make this block. Sure, it has Revenge. Sure, you make a 1/1 whatever. Sure. All these things are moderately okay. Into Nightfall. Okay. Well, we gained 3, which is fine. Follow-up play? Sidearm on your Minotaur Grunt. Okay. Well then, I think now we just play Champion of Mystery, say go. Okay, so you hit your Marshals, sure. You already played that fire or that sidearm though, so you don't necessarily have it in hand. Prosecutor at Arms. Well, that's annoying. Why do our opponents always have, like, really annoying cards? I mean, we do too, so I don't blame them. Okay, so I have a 4/7. That's fine. If we can draw a 3-drop. 3-drop or less. Alright, we'll take 2. 3-drop or less. I think we'll be in good shape with the Striking Snake formation. Let's see what happens. Ageless Mentor. Ageless Mentor, not good here, but good in the specific instance that it is a 3-drop that I can Striking Snake formation. Okay. Now then. How do we do this? I think we do... The 5/5 is going to be annoying, so we'll kill the 5/5. Definitely kill the 5/5. Kill the... Then we'll kill the 3/5. And then we'll say go. Oh wait, now they have Revolver. Damn it. Forgot about that part. That was loose, because now they Revolver. The Marshals on this attack for 6 put me to 4. I mean, they could have a weapon in their hand that just kills me from here. There's a lot of weapons that could do it. Stun the 4/7. Smart. Alright, well, no blocks. We'll go to 4. Lumen Reclaimer. Lumen Reclaimer was a really good draw there. So we may eke our way out of this. We may fight back from this. I can take 2, I think. Well, no. Better just to play around removal spell. Yep. Get our Lumen Reclaimers back. Also, that way, when blocking with the Unseen Agent means that we wouldn't die to a pump spell there. But now we have a 4/7 on blocks, and then they'll have a 2/4. Alright, let's see what we got. Can we turn the corner? Alright, so let's Augury. I mean, I'll just take this Lumen Reclaimer then. Sigil. Attack. Draw Umbran Coaxer, and then reshuffle our Void into our library. I mean, that was not the worst top deck in the world. I'll tell you that much. So you have a Xenan Stranger, sure. Thornby, sack it, make a 5/5? Sure. Sure. You want to attack? Snap trade. I don't mind having a bajillion 4/4s in my deck. See? I could attack here, but I'm just going to play this Umbran Coaxer instead. This trades with this and has lifesteal. Granted, it dies to like a million pieces of removal, but I think this is still fine. Like, yeah, come on. Come on! I was not born yesterday. Well, let's draw a card, because we can. Sigil. Shuffle our Void. Play this, say go. We have another Marshal. That's pretty good. I'll play around them having another weapon. Draw a card. What's our card? It's another Sigil. I'll play it, say go. Skycrack Stranger, sure. I think we've turned the corner. I think that we have sufficiently kind of turned this around. So they have Combust for... Yeah, that's fine. That is acceptable. Let's attack with our 4/4. Because we're just going to play another 4/4. So, yeah, I think we have... Alright, there we go. That was... Whew. For my first time playing with Lumen Reclaimer in this deck, or in any format really, like I don't even play it in Ranked, I think that was a pretty good outing. I mean, I think we could have been 7-3, as opposed to 6-4, but, you know, I think that we did alright. I think we did pretty okay. But yeah, that's going to do it for our first entry into Enemies at the Gates. I'm not going to record the tiebreaker rounds, only because, you know, like 20, I think, count each week, or whatever. But next week when we get our Dusk Road pack, you better believe that we'll be back up on it, and into the grind again. So, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, at JWiley129. And yeah, talk to y'all next time.